what do I classify myself as? I think it's transitioned over the years. I started off as, I guess it was a racer to begin with, but I always have loved like the whole adventure and just being fully immersed in any type of riding, and racing just happened to be one part of that. There's so many things within the sport which made me fall in love with the sport. I love just the feeling of going fast and flowing through the forest and the wind going through you and just the smells, the peace, and kind of having no other thought but just like your wheels going round and what's around the next corner. Being a mum has made the time I spend on my bike a lot more precious in a way, because it's a little bit more of a finite resource. Just want to have a couple of hours just to kind of spin my legs and kind of clear my head, have a bit of a breather and have no other demands on me other than just pedalling. Life is much the same, but lots of things I just do a little bit differently. Nothing's been taken away, but everything's been added in a way. Before having Inga, I read a lot about people saying that they kind of lose a sense of self or identity, and I've been really kind of aware and appreciative that I feel very much myself. And there's hard times and you're sleep deprived, but you don't mind giving everything when it's for your little ones. The reward is like endless, and it's for life, because we're going to have this tight connection and relationship for the rest of our lives, so it's so special. Before you know it, they're going to leave home and spending long days at school and then with all their friends, so actually it's quite a short window when you actually have them. Oh, there she is. Before we know it, she's going to be saying, "Mum, park at the end of the drive because it's embarrassing when you pick me up." Although it's quite full on, it's a bit of an adjustment. It's so great, and you don't want to wish away a second, because before we know it, she'll be all grown up. So I had a really, really great childhood. I just remember it being really adventurous and outdoorsy. I spent loads of time with my brother and mum going on little mini adventures to bothies and camping, and we were always just outside.
And they were really young, like 7 and 5. And we had some great adventures, and they just loved it.
Just seeing how much my mum put into bringing up my brother and I, it gives me a newfound kind of appreciation for everything she did for us and all the adventures she took us on. She definitely just fully embraced it, and it's really cool to see now. I really appreciate it that so much more. How would I describe Mum? Full of energy and life, very loving, a great sense of humour. She's really witty and fun. She's quite direct, always gets straight to the point, and you can talk to her about anything, and she's always up for an adventure. Yeah, our mum and I are similar. I would like to think so, because Mum's really cool, so I'd like to think we're similar.
The way we enjoy the active outdoor life and adventure, really. Yeah, I would say that it is like mother, like daughter, really. Yeah.
When I was 6 months old, my granddad and my mum went to do a mountain marathon in the Lake District. So my mum was of course still feeding me, and the overnight stop was over some mountains, and all the various checkpoints were pretty remote.
I do remember that Dennis came with us to the start to see the route, and we were looking on the map, and then we planned somewhere he could get to from a different angle.
My mum and granddad would be running along, heading to each checkpoint, and Dad had to go and also run over various hills to meet them so Mum could feed me.
But he didn't get there in time, so we just carried on.
Mum said that Dad was late to a couple of checkpoints, but she's so competitive she just couldn't possibly wait, so we just kept going. Left me being a bit hungry.
But then he came to the overnight camp where he definitely had to come. I did have a photo of like a sea of tents, and me and my dad and then Hannah there being breastfed.
My upbringing has impacted me quite a lot, I think, and it's really shaped how I kind of take on things, and also how I kind of want to bring up Inga and have adventures with her. K2N race is coming up in June. My training involves being a single parent for 10 weeks because Brody is going to be away on Everest. So Inga and I are going to be training together. Training is completely unstructured and I'll just do as much as I can when I can, but also I guess just try and rest too, because half the time I am kind of quite tired and sleep deprived, but it's good to make yourself do something you're kind of uncomfortable doing and get comfortable being uncomfortable. I guess it does seem like a bit of a kind of crazy idea bringing a 1-year-old to the African bush. It's either we do that or I'm not able to do the event because Inga's still feeding quite a lot. She's just 1 now. I think to starters we mean to go on and bring Inga to all sorts of different environments and meet new people and new cultures, and I think it'll just be such an enriching, amazing experience. I think she'll just be absolutely fine. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a really cool experience. We are in Tanzania at the beautiful Simba farm, just about to start the 4-day Grumeti Fund K2N stage race. Day 1 tomorrow starts on the slopes of Kilimanjaro and it's going to be a pretty epic day, but I'm so excited to get going. My expectations for the race are that I have no expectations. I think it's going to be really important just to take every day as it comes, every moment as it comes, and soak it all in, take it one step at a time and just really just embrace it all and enjoy it. Hi Inga! Hello!
We just entered Kilimanjaro National Park and we're doing the K2N ride, some people call it a race, from Kilimanjaro to Lake Natron, day 1.
Yeah, it was a hard climb, just kept going and going and going. Definitely feel the altitude. Hi Inga, how are you feeling? Hey, that was a big old climb, wasn't it? Yeah, we've just got to the second feed zone. It's been an amazing, long, fast stretch over the really flat plains. We've seen loads of animals, 6 giraffes, some little buck, antelope type things. I think it's so different to yesterday, such a contrast. So Brody's been thrown at the deep end, he hasn't seen her for 10 weeks and all of a sudden he's full-time dad.
I'm definitely more nervous about looking after Inga for 4 days than I was climbing Everest. So. Just feeding Inga at the stops and, at night, feeding Inga all the way through, and last night we didn't really sleep, so yeah, she's doing good.
I've got to go now. How long does it take her to settle down? Not long. Oh, not long then. Oh, sorry Inga, you're ruining the piece. Wow, amazing. Today was really good, but it was actually way harder than I thought. There was actually more descending than climbing today, but it was long and really deep dust, so it kind of sapped all the energy out of you, and it was definitely pretty tough, but such a good day. So cool to finish and see these guys. It's pretty cool. It's the first time I've done that, so pretty unique.
This is Hannah's first time back riding her bike after she got Inga. Inga is out here in the bush with her. Brody is out here taking her for strolls around the block with some hyenas in the background, and it is actually beautiful to see. It's like it gives you a little bit of perspective of people saying, well, we've got to do everything we want to do now before we get kids, and then you see what Hannah and Brody are doing. You're like, oh no. When you get kids, that is actually when it starts. So it's quite remarkable to see.
Poor Inga was a bit upset last night, so I don't know, she was maybe a bit hot, I don't know, but yeah, we definitely kept the camp awake for a little bit with some crying, but she's okay now. So we're ready for day 3.
And how's Mom feeling?
Yeah, I'm okay, a bit tired, a bit sleep deprived, but It's okay. Right, Zawadi. Let's go. It was so great seeing Brody after 10 weeks, and he'd had a really eventful, quite full-on time on Everest, so having him here and having him back and with us in one piece and alive and well was just so great. And Tanzania was like, what a place to kind of all be reunited. What a cool spot this is, look at the view. Just gone down. Amazing. We're in the middle of the bush. Kenya's over there, we're in Tanzania, and we're just about to start day 4, and we're heading down to Lake Natron with loads of really cool techie riding today, so it's going to be good, but it's going to be so hot. It's already so hot, we haven't even set off yet, so... That was amazing! Swap, baby for bag. It's been amazing to kind of bring both my passions and my worlds and everything that means a lot to me together. So Inga and mountain biking and events and just adventure all in 4 days has been really special. Definitely when Inga's 16 we'll come back together, right? It's such an opportunity to be able to go to an amazing country and do something you love and bring your small family with you to experience it together. Although it's challenging, there's nothing I would change.